Hi, I'm Corey. I'm going to talk about ME, CFS, and mobility aids. If you are on the more moderate to mild side, a cane or a walker with a seat is probably something that could work for you. And it is important to have the seat so that you can go a little ways and then rest and go a little ways and rest. If you're not going very far, if you're going like 20 feet and rest and 20 feet and rest, you need a wheelchair. I learned that the hard way. I almost collapsed in the middle of a street. I don't, honestly, my first year of being severe, I had some good days and I thought I could do more than I could do. And that was very dangerous, and it made me realize I need a wheelchair. It's a very hard emotional thing to get a wheelchair, to make that adjustment in your identity. I understand that. I was a gymnast and martial artist and dancer and circus performer. I know what it's like to go from that to wheelchair, and it isn't easy, but it gives you so much life back. I can't even describe how much life it gives you back. So for us, a pushchair, if someone else pushes you, maybe, but honestly, you feel like stuff and you don't have autonomy. You don't have control over your own body, and it can feel degrading and more depressing to have someone push you, but they are cheaper and they are more transportable. So there's that. But you should have something with a recline, because most of us have trouble sitting up. If you need a wheelchair, you probably also have trouble sitting up for very long, and you will need to raise your feet because of orthostatic intolerance. So a regular pushed wheelchair isn't even it. You need a reclining push wheelchair. That said, I don't recommend push wheelchairs. I tried it. It was awful. Power wheelchairs are where it's at. There's two kinds, really, broadly speaking, of reclining wheelchairs, two classes. One is the kind insurance does cover. They're made for indoors. They don't handle water or hills. And they're basically like this, and they can recline like that, which makes you feel like you're going to slip off the seat. They might recline a little bit more, but you can't really drive with them that reclined. And you can get head attachments to support your head and leg attachments that will raise your leg up straight in front of you. So you can kind of be in this position. I can handle that for about 2 or 3 hours at most, now that I've gotten better. But it's not really a solve. If it's something that you need to get to doctor's appointments, they fold, they go in the trunk, they're good for indoors. That's a solve for those things. If you want to go on vacation, if you want to go to Disneyland, if you want to get out of the house, like I managed to travel while severe in a Permobile, which I did not get through insurance. I discovered that if insurance did cover it, the copay would be like $3,000, and I found a used, very lightly used chair for $3,000 on eBay. And I see them all the time there. You can find them, floor models, things like that. And those go like this, and then this, and they're comfortable. And they will support you fully. They feel very secure. They have like Roho cushions are great. And it's basically like a bed that you can roll around in. But you need a van, and vans are expensive, and that's a whole other thing. Like finding transportation for those kinds of chairs is almost impossible in most places in the US. Or I don't know what other, and it depends on your country or your place, but you probably need to get a wheelchair van if you get one of those, which I did, and I am so grateful I was able to do that. I know it's a privilege that I'm able to get both the chair and the van, but oh my God, has it made all the world of difference. Those handle terrain, they handle wet, they handle gravel, and they go flat. And you can be out in them and rest fully lying down if you can find a quiet, dark corner and, put in earplugs and put on a hat and sunglasses. You can rest fully in those. So that's huge. The trick is, whatever your envelope is, you want to stay within it. So if you can walk a little bit more, but it pushes you over your envelope, or if it pushes you right to your envelope, or you push to here and then you need to get back and that pushes you this far, that will make you worse. It will crash you, it will make you worse. So what you want to do is use the mobility device that keeps you well within your envelope. Yeah, so I wish you luck. I will put links to resources that I have made for mobility devices, or for wheelchairs specifically. Good luck.